Hi, my name's Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. On this week's video, we're going on a bit of an adventure, but that's not until after work. So I thought I'd bring you along for a pre-breakfast dip in Llyn Padarn. What an absolute beauty! Snow on the tops and everything. Before we get stuck into adventure, I want to thank everybody who responded on my Facebook page when I asked for ideas of places to swim along the route that I'm taking from pretty much Canal down to Bath. I'm going through the middle of Wales. I think I'll pop a little picture up of my route. Anyway, lots of people responded and gave me loads of good ideas. So I'm hoping to check out 3 of those along the way home. Now the first one, I don't know if it'll be this evening because I don't know about the daylight. And I'm camping, solo camping at a campsite. I'm not that hardcore, with hopefully enough stuff to keep me warm because I think it's going to be freezing tonight. And I'm going to take in hopefully a waterfall and at least 1 or 2 lakes and maybe a river. Not quite sure what, but it'll be hopefully 3 swims because I'm on a time scale to get to Bath for about 4 o'clock tomorrow evening. Whew, it's getting a bit chilly, I'm making out of breath, so I'm going to hop out and get changed, go for breakfast and get to work. See you in a bit. Well, messing about, it's now 5 to 7 and I'm about ready to go and get something to eat. Tent's up, got everything arranged inside. That took quite a bit longer because I've got so much kit in the car. I'm not really sure how cold it's going to be, but I'm really excited for tomorrow's swim activity. So we're going to take in some waterfalls for sure. And I've spotted, instead of one of the lakes I was going to go to, I think I might pop to a river instead and then a lake further down, so I might get a triple whammy. I'm really looking forward to this little adventure and thanks for joining me. The mad person on the campsite talking to the top of their car. Right then, it's pretty much bedtime. I've been to the pub and back and I've got myself a big sleeping bag, a little fleecy blanket from home and also a changing robe on top, so I'm really fairly confident I'm going to be warm enough, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Well, I've had a pretty good night's sleep and I'm all packed up. There's my tent and I'll be ready to go once I finish my brew, of course. Really looking forward to this morning. Let's hope it's pretty easy to find this waterfall because we've got a long day ahead of dips. So the first one this morning is at Coed Brenin, and I'm walking alongside a river that I can't pronounce, maybe Mawddach, not quite sure. And at the moment I'm walking through gunpowder works. There's lots of ruins like this one up here behind me, and it seems I'm going to walk up there and then through a gold mine, old gold mines, in which apparently you can still pan for gold. Didn't bring any panning kit with me, but I did put in goggles, so if I'm feeling brave when I'm in the plunge pool, I might see if I can spot some. I think it's pretty unlikely though. Oh dear, that put paid to me finding my fortune in my Speedos. Never mind, I'm sure I'm rich enough with the beauty surrounding me. Wow, I've spotted a decent sized waterfall. I'm not sure if it's the one I'm trying to get to, but it looks pretty big with a big plunge pool. If I can get to it, I'm going to get in for a dip. Sadly though, I've just realised that I've left all 3 sets of my footwear and gloves in the car. What a goofball. Unbelievable. I brought so many as well to make sure I was not going to spread things from watercourse to watercourse. Well, not going to at all now, because my feet will be bone dry by the time I put the next set on. So it looks like some of this is renewable energy. I'm guessing it's that awful physics GCSE question that I could never get right about how much electricity it takes to take water back up. Still don't get it. I followed this little path to get a little bit closer to find my way in, but it started to get a bit hectic, like I might have to rock climb. So I popped back out and looked for another route down, round the corner, up the hill. Disappointed. I've got to the highest part and I can hear that I'm above the falls, but there's definitely no route down. That has all been sealed off, which kind of is probably fair enough. So I'm going to settle for a little swim under this bridge because it is quite pretty looking, and I'm sure it'll be just as chilly. When I left the campsite this morning it was 3 degrees. I can't believe the water's going to be much warmer than that. I might be surprised. But yeah, just a little float about in and around this bridge seems like a good idea. Oh. I do need to have a bit of a dousing because I am rather warm in all this get up. From being cold getting out the car, whew, I've got a glow on. Oh my word, it's hand burning cold. Should we take it on there? Heads under briefly. Come on then. That's enough. Well, I didn't get a waterfall dip, but I did get a pretty chilly stream dip, and that was really cool to swim under that little bridge, and then I ran aground. Managed to bring myself a warm drink, but totally neglected to put my breakfast in. So I'll be chomping that in the car. Right, need to get a bit of a chop on because I'm quite a bit later than I thought I would be now. So yeah, let's hope we can fit the other two in. Let's go. Luckily, I only flashed one person and one dog, so that wasn't bad. Having said that, they are the only person and dog that I've seen, so that's pretty much 100% flash rate. Wonder how we go later on. Well, we've been on a little bit of a wild goose chase there. I was trying to get somewhere a bit more gorge-like for a swim, but ended up down a cycle route into a farm. You know the rest, I had to turn around. So this is my second choice of something in this area. But it looks pretty nice. First thing I'm going to do though is I can see where I could get in, but I've of course got to check out where I can get out. So it looks like it might be another under a bridge swim. Pretty nice surroundings though. Well, I managed to find a spot. It's not the one I wanted, but it is just down from the bridge, and it is a beauty. I just hope it's deep enough for a little bit of a swim. Ooh. It's a bit slippy. Ooh. And we're in. Oh, and immediately aground. Should we see if we can ride through these little waves without banging my bum? No bum banging. Ah, that's a gift. Just have a little swim under the bridge and then come back. No time to spend any more here, but it was definitely worth it. Oh. Bit shallow, maybe I've got to walk. Oh, blimey. Shallow, but quite a lot of force. And one-handed, it's not happening. Well, at least I didn't drop the camera. Oh, it's slidey here. Just moonwalking my way back to my kit now. Oh, flipping heck. Don't we have some fun? God, might like to try and find some lunch soon. Let's just take in this view a little bit more though. I think you'll agree, this was an absolutely fabulous find. Literally 2-3 minutes walk away from my car, and it is so beautiful here and so quiet. Even though there's a major road just above us, you can barely hear it down here. This is fairly high up in the watercourse of the River Wye. It was absolutely lovely to get in there. A bit on the parky side, but as you saw this time, gloves and booties, and I was away. Much more comfy. Water wallowing complete. It's time to get on the road again. I'm not sure I'm going to have a chance to fit in that third swim, but I'll see what I can do, and if I can spot something along the way I will. Otherwise, you'll hear from me again in Bath. Well, I've made it down to Keepers Pond, but with only 10 minutes to spare, so I don't have time to get in. But of course I do have time to grab myself a cuppa and maybe to brew some pot noodles. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they're fairly quick. But what a view! This place is a little bit like an infinity pool. I can see why the Merthyr Mermaid does a load of her training here. Check out the view. Would be absolutely amazing if the wind wasn't blowing straight across here and it was 4 degrees. Aside from that, I've made it to swim number 3, but I just won't be getting in. Once I've had these, I'll be heading on up the road to Bath. Hopefully not much more than an hour to go. Stop the clocks. 4:50 and I've made it to Bath. All the way down from Dolgellau in North Wales. Thanks ever so much for any input that you gave and giving me some ideas of places to go for a swim. I've had a bloody brilliant day, and it's mostly down to the suggestions that I got from you guys, so thanks a lot. So if you're thinking about the fact you've got a long journey to do, maybe think about splitting it up with a few dips. If you know you're in for 5 or 6 hours drive, why not make it 8 or 10 and have a really good time? I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and if you have, you'll give it a like and drop me a comment, and of course I'd love it if you'd subscribe because it really helps the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.